So understanding my relationship with time, and I guess what I see is just the impact that that will have. Being aware of that impact. I think starting with awareness is good because once I'm aware of things, and well, so far things have been just fanning out in front of me. So I think that's it. Yeah, because I don't want to move. I know that sometimes I had moves like I would push time or I'd move. I'd be running so fast, but I was like too like it was going. I was too quick for the moment or the situation or whatever it was. Um, I wasn't in time. I was out of time, and I felt out of time, and I lived out of time. Like rushing, go, 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 find the solution, find the solution, fix, fix, fix. Not being gracious and allowing myself time to just rest and breathe, and not rushing to answer that email immediately. Or I had to rush to answer that email immediately or take that call really, really quickly and just do everything. And it was a lot of my movement was out of time for perhaps the situation. It felt in time for me, but it wasn't because I was on this like I want to call it like the manic sort of I need to rush, I need to go, I need to go, I need to go. Um, this sense of being out of time. But I think if I better understood and was aware of my relationship with time and how time, like money, can be abundant and can flow and can work with me and doesn't have to cause anxiety or anxiousness. That was really powerful, by the way. Uh, that affirmation where like the understanding that money is not meant to cause anxiety or stress. Neither is time, right? We're not meant to be with time. It's meant to, it flows to us. We're blessed with the morning and the evenings. And as soon as that morning hits and we rise, it's like, oh, we're blessed with this time. And so we can really use the abundance of that time and space for whatever we choose to.
What does
Yeah.
time represent to you? If you were to look at, yeah, what does time represent to you?
So first thing is measure of energy. Um, it's it's the my output of energy is how I represent time. So if I'm and I think it makes for me where I see that is when I'm more slothful or when I feel more slothful and slow with time, I think that's when I ironically feel most anxious um, because I feel like, man, I'm wasting time or I'm not using time properly. When I'm most active and engaged and expending a lot of energy, um, I'm also concerned that, oh, wait, I'm spending so much energy. Am I wasting time expending so much energy? So I think time for me really looks like the measurement of energy that I'm outputting, which is interesting.
You know, what does that tell you, that connection about time and energy? How can you tap into that?
Wow. I spend my energy wisely. Wait, what does that mean? Okay. Wow. So mm, wow. Okay. So the effort so wow. So the effort of energy, what I see is that like machine when I say like I want to pull out like box and I use the exact amount of time. I don't want to say it's like forecasting, but understanding. Wow. Okay, wait.
Process, take your time, explore,
Yeah.
and then share.
Ah, okay.
Go with the flow, take your time. Take your time. Or give your time.
That's right. So yeah, where my focus is not, this is this is my time. My time is my energy. Okay.
So how do you bend time?
By shifting my energy.
What could that look like?
Oh wow. This is my energy. I will stop saying spending time and I'm gonna start speaking from spending energy. So 10 to this 10 to 11 was this kind of energy, but then the switch that I saw was boom in this time. It wasn't even like the hours, it was just task, right? Mode task situation, like what energy output I need, and then that's my shifting, that's my bending of time. I can move things speedily. It's just wow, it's kind of holistic. It's like everything. It's it's like everything. Like
Right? You're not seeing the surface, which is time. You're seeing the energy underneath it and the intention and the focus.
yeah, and it's the whole and it's whole body. It's like so. What I mean is like so. This is another reason why my voice mattered. It's because if I want to bend time, I can do that like with my voice, with my body. It's everything, and it's energy. It's really just energy. It's my energy. That's my time. Wow, which makes so much sense.
So, how do you create the loving relationship that you want to?
Mm. uh, well, I'm giddy. By just remaining aware of where I'm spending my energy, where I'm putting my energy. And if I'm in agreement consciously with goals, all these things in mind, and if there's an agreement, then I'll be moving in accordance with my time. So I'll sit in myself. Is what I'm getting.
I don't,
Wow.
it's not sitting in time, it's sitting in myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when you
It's
do
so
that,
funny.
what can you
Mm-hmm.
notice about the nature of time itself?
The first thing I heard is internal,
Go on.
but it moves with me, within me. It's
Mhm.
uh, I'm in time. I like I'm time. I'm the time. I am time. I am the time. I'm the time. It's me. So my whoa.
It's a pretty close relationship with time. You are time.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's just my energy.
Also,
That's
my energy.
it's yeah.
So, Rich,
Oh,
time is entirely subjective.
mm-hmm.
We can stretch it, we can compact it. Whereas before you enjoyed being so busy that time just flew, because when you slowed down, the anxiety built up. We've just seen that
Mm,
now it's just a function of conscious awareness and energy. You can sit and stare at a wall for an hour and it will seem like 3 days, or you can keep yourself busy and it will seem like 3 minutes. The one
yeah.
thing that was missing when you were doing that was you in the equation and your energy.
Yeah.
So as you start to move forward and you're getting intentional with valuing your time and other people valuing your time, what would you like to do with this knowledge?
Oh my goodness. Well, one, my first one was monetize it. Um,
Monetize it.
monetize it.
Yeah.
Monetize it. Because I will say I have it's a deeper dare I say it, it's a deeper appreciation for time and my time and time itself. And now the way that I can easily value, where I guess I'm easily valuing more, or I'm accessing the value that I really put on it more, is understanding it through my energy expense. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Um, but beyond the monetization of it, just for myself at this like nuclear level would be like reinvesting, a reinvestment of my energy. So almost like taking the same level of enthusiasm that I would into a meeting with a client, to have that same level of enthusiasm in my meditation practice, or in our sessions, or in the abundance exercises that we do every day. Just reinvesting my energy, and that's going to give me more time. Wow.
So we're not even talking about time now. We're talking about capacity.
Yeah, yeah, wow. I but but not wholly ignorant, because my body would feel it, and I would have these like internal um like battles with myself, and anger and resentment towards the person for not valuing. All right. But it was my energy, and it was the energy within that time, what I was giving to that situation. I was looking at it in terms of increments of minutes and seconds, etc., which is fine to do, but it was really not the time and length in this sense, but it was the energy that that I had experienced, like not being reciprocated, or not being appreciated, or me not appreciating my energy, um, and what I was bringing into a situation, not valuing that energy during that time, sort of fixed thing. But wow. So yeah. So next steps. I I see myself with my bird's eye view and lens and sage with time, which is like blasting this really big, like bright light right now from this way. But I see it, um, with myself seeing time, and thinking of it, just expressing myself, and interpreting, and moving within terms of energy and energy output, energy input, and energy output.
Good.
Like,
All right. So as we're looking, and our goal here was to understand your relationship to time and to be able to move with it, right? To be able to flow with it, move even beyond it. What are your key
mhm.
takeaways?
My key takings are: one, I am time for it's one, it's all within me. It's all within me, which is so great, because this is from the abundance exercise the other day. The centering thought was all I desire is within me. So there's that. The other part that I take with me is that I can look at time in terms of energy. So even like they did making up for time, it's energy, right? It's energy. Let's get the energy out there. Like, we can make up for time with exuberant energy sometimes. Yeah. So looking at time really just, I, I, yeah, I'm looking at it, and now I just see like blocks of energy, like energy output. And it's like, okay, well, this is going to take this much energy. This is going to take this, like, and valuing it in terms of energy output. Like, yeah. And just and reinvesting, key takeaway, reinvesting my energy into my energy will allow me more
Yeah.
time, at very least, to see the elasticity of time, which is great.
But your
Wow.
energy in things that create energy, prioritizing things that give you energy.
Yes, yes.
I
I
have
intend to spend my energy creating or investing into new energy, more energy, like that just feels really big to me. Like very, very, very big. Like, but
And
like they just like I can use this. Like it's so good. I feel like a really big giant space of like good flowing things all in this area. Like wow, that's amazing.